Hey, what's up, guys? Jag from Jaggy Sports here. It is that time again. Welcome back, and I am back. It is Jaggy Sports. The past 3 months, I have been, working on my studio, and guess what? It's finally almost done. Almost done. Now, a lot of stuff to talk about. A lot of stuff transpired in the off season, right? And from Kevin Durant to Russell Westbrook to Kyrie Irving to James Harden to Patrick Beverley, LeBron James, Anthony Davis, the Warriors, Celtics, whatever you have it happened, and Robert Sarver. That is a perfect segue into what I am describing to you today. Check out this clip from ESPN First Take, Stephen A. Smith.
LeBron James weighed in on the punishment via Twitter. Our league definitely got this wrong. I don't need to explain why. You all read the stories and decide for yourself. I said it before, and I'm going to say it again. There's no place in this league for that kind of behavior. Chris Paul, who currently plays for Sarver's team, also weighed in, tweeting, like many others, I reviewed the report. I was and am horrified and disappointed by what I read. This conduct, especially towards women, is unacceptable and must never be repeated. Stephen A., are you satisfied with the explanation that you got from Silver?
No, I'm not. But I'm not satisfied with LeBron James and CP3's response either. Allow me to explain. First things first. Adam Silver, I haven't spoken to him yet. I'm looking forward to having a conversation with him about this. He looked more uncomfortable than I've ever seen him. What I deduced from that, without having talked to anybody about it since that press conference yesterday, was that Adam Silver, I don't know what happened. I want to be very, very clear about that. Again, I haven't spoken to anybody. But he looked like somebody who was forced to take a position and justify something that he wished himself could have been more harsher. I think that we learned yesterday, we were reminded rather, that Adam Silver has NBA owners to answer to. Because the Adam Silver that we know and love, it looked as if that's something that he would have wanted to be significantly harsher than it was, meaning a $10 million fine and a 1-year suspension from all NBA activities as a board of governor and an owner for an NBA franchise with Mr. Robert Sarver. Adam Silver did not look comfortable at all. Having said that, I think it's also important to deduce from this, Molly, that this is crying for government intervention. And I'm not one who usually calls on that. I'm talking about something akin to what Dominique Foxworth came on First Take and alluded to yesterday. Just like you had an independent arm investigating the matter, maybe they should mirror the NFL to some degree in having an independent decision maker in this regard, as opposed to it being the NBA who makes that decision. Because clearly the owners are struggling to police themselves to some degree. If you are the Gruden situation and the Snyder situation in the NFL speaks to that, now you've got this situation with Sarver, where clearly there should have been a stiffer punishment than what it was. Now, they fined him as much as they possibly could, under collective bargaining agreement and all that stuff, or the NBA bylaws, rather. So you couldn't give him more than the $10 million fine that you gave him. But you certainly could have suspended him longer than a year. You could have definitely done that. Maybe he would not have been banned for life. Maybe he could have. Maybe Adam Silver wanted to. Maybe he was denied the opportunity to do so. You have a lot of people that look at him and think that his behavior was just as, if not more egregious than Donald Sterling, even though Donald Sterling had a checkered past and he was caught on audio tape, and that certainly was not the case when it comes to Robert Sarver. But clearly the penalty should have been stiffer than a year. We all know that. Sarver, his actions were reprehensible. It smears the franchise. It smears the brand. And the reality of the situation is he should be ashamed of his damn self for acting the way that he acted. It's just that damn simple. And as a black man, I don't want to hear that you heard other people use it. I know We shouldn't be using that. We certainly shouldn't be using it around other folks. We certainly shouldn't be blazing, blowing them through the microphones and all of that stuff in the locker rooms and during games and stuff like that. Some of these lyrics, all of that other stuff. No, we shouldn't be doing that. But the bottom line is it still doesn't negate, it still doesn't excuse Sarver for what he did.
So there you have it. Stephen A. Smith, if that's his real name, which obviously it is. Lame joke. I know, I get it, but I get it. So here's the deal. Stephen A. Smith thinks that he should get banned. And not just for 1 year. And rightfully so, I think he is correct. Because you have set the precedence with Donald Sterling, whatever happened, I think it was 2015, 2016, I'm not 100% sure. But you set the precedence with him, okay? You set the precedence with him, and then all of a sudden, Robert Sarver, he did the exact same thing, but there was no audio clip of him. There was an audio clip of Donald Sterling, but you investigated 80,000 documents, and he used the N-word 5 times. He did a lot of sexist things, a lot of bad stuff to women, and yet he's only getting banned for 1 year. Now, you ask yourself, why is that, right? Why is he only getting banned for 1 year? And the reason is because now Adam Silver, the NBA commissioner, he has a tough task at hand, right? He has to answer to the owners and whatnot, but he has the ability to make tough decisions. Now, Robert Sarver, when they caught him and they announced you're going to get punished, what Robert Sarver says, okay, if I'm going down, I'm going to bring a lot of other owners with me. What does that mean? Now, that means that he's on record for saying that a lot of stuff is being said, racist, sexist, whatever you have it, by the rest of the NBA owners. This is not like 100% true, but most likely if he's saying that and Adam Silver only gave him 1 year, I just think that is 100% true, right? And at the end of the day, it's 2022, not 1970, not 1980. Racism, sexism still exists. And, it still exists, but you have to do something about it. It's 2022. You have the ability to ban. You have the ability to do a lot of things that can stir the public in the right direction. But by only giving this guy a 1 year ban, and I can't remember what, $10 million, whatever, I'm not 100% sure the exact money that he is getting fined, but at the end of the day, that's pretty light. After all the stuff that he's done, and Donald Sterling got the exact same, he did the exact same thing, not, on audio, but he got a lifetime ban. So if you're going to do that, you're going to have to give him the same punishment as Donald Sterling. Tell me what you think. Does Robert Sarver deserve the exact same punishment as Donald Sterling, lifetime ban, or stick to the 1 year ban? Tell me what you think. Jaggy Sports, welcome back.